Hello and namaste. It's a Yin and restorative class with a little bit of movement, but mostly lying down positions. So if you have a bolster, please go and get your bolster. And you also need 2-3 blocks. Grab a belt if you have one. You can also use a dog leash or a normal belt. If you don't have a yoga strap. And we might just prepare the yoga strap. So you want to make a, let's see, a circle in here, like this, a noose. Or go walk yourself, be a dog for a day and see how it feels. So make one like this. You can also adjust the length of it. At some point we're going to use it around our feet. And I'm saying this now, so when we come to it, you can be in flow and in the moment. So just, if you don't have your equipment with you now, go get it. Yes. And Daryl is with me practicing over here, and Isis is trying to climb him. Doesn't know who to choose today. Alright, so who's with me? Who's with me live? Write me a sentence, and can you hear me? Because I've filmed now a couple of times and nobody. You hear me? Who is me? Important, just let me know if you can hear me. I would appreciate that. And you find your playlist Resting into Earth. Ej, Anne-Marie, du er med? Ej, hvor fedt, det er med længe siden du har været med live. Hej med dig. Hvor godt. Nu blev jeg rigtig glad. Fedt. Så find lige playlisten Resting into Earth. Og du har til og med skrevet her. Privat, det var sgu hyggeligt. So the first song. 1, 2, 3. And just have it in the background. So sit on your bolster or a block and shake your seat a little bit and ground down. Relax your jaw. And maybe you practice the class from Wednesday, from the other day, about the pando tree. Or maybe you saw the pictures in the group. The pando tree consists of 50,000 trees, and it is seen and defined as one organism, as one tree. So one tree is actually 50,000 trees. They sprout at the same time. they turn yellow at the same time within a day, within 24 hours. They wither at the same time. They hold each other's hand through the system of the roots. They are connected, and it is said that they sense and feel and communicate with each other. My personal experience, opinion is that trees have emotion, they can feel. And they're very much affected by the environment in which they are placed. But whether or not you believe and think and experience that trees can feel, the panda tree is one living organism, and it is holding hands through the root system, which is complex. They are all tied together. So what one tree takes in from the soil, from below and from the surface, all the trees take in. And what one tree gives out, all the trees gives out. It's a collective field. So imagine that you are a panda tree. And you send your roots down through your tail, the root chakra, so tailbone, just like a monkey or an avatar. And you can send your tail down, and the threads, the hair, the furry things on the end of your tail, it's infiltrated with the others. You know, I'm getting goosebumps. So down below, beneath you, in the earth, through your tail, you are connected to the others in the group, to the others that are practicing this very moment and that will be practicing this later. We also feel you if you're watching this on a later time, Tlina and everybody else. And you who are watching at a later time, you will feel us and be able to connect to us. And maybe we will feel some chills at a certain time. So just for now, sit and ground down, connect into this community, collective field of this sweet group that comes together to meet themselves and today meet the others as well. And you can take your feet down now into the floor if it's available to you, if you're sitting in a way where you can actually have your feet on the floor. And imagine that you have roots. They are called foot chakras. So we have around 3,000 chakras in our body. And the foot chakras are energy lines going straight down. So it is like invisible roots going from your feet all the way down to earth. And every time you tread, you send your chakras down. Now the chakras can be cut off, blocked, weakened, blackened. Native Americans had extremely active, well-functioning foot chakras. They could feel everything what's going on in the earth, from earth itself through their feet. They had deep connection with nature and animals, which also made them run like deers. We all have that ability to connect to nature through our feet. So send your roots down into earth. I like to spread my toes and even wriggle a little bit in my toes to awaken them. Use your exhale. Send your roots down, down, down. A couple of more breaths, sending the roots down to the place you are supposed to stop. We all have a place we're supposed to go to, from where we get the energy that we need today, the liquid that we need today, the vitamins, the minerals, the oil, what our body needs today of information, connection, and nourishment. So let your feet and the roots travel to that place. And on your next inhale, you start to draw up the juice from the earth. It can feel like a stream that comes up and enters your feet and enters your legs. Some gets colors or a color. Some it can feel like the roots itself, it goes down but then continues upwards in the legs, like lianes in the jungle. Some may feel electricity coming up from earth and into your feet and up. Some may get chills or a change in temperature. For instance, my heart starts to beat faster and louder, as if it's a little excited. So your body can respond in your unique way, and it can change from day to day, because what you need today is different from what you need tomorrow. Inhale, receive, draw up, and exhale, let it fill you up. Slowly let the juice, the nourishment, the care fill up your entire body. And know as you are filling yourself up with all the goodness from Earth itself, and you are feeding yourself with what you need, caring for yourself, you are caring for the other panda trees. The other panda trees are receiving their nourishment, and therefore you are also receiving all the goodness, all the care, all the liquid at the same time. We're all holding hands, and we're all getting richer and richer and richer. Two more breaths like this. And take your hands to heart, Anjali Mudra. And we'll start with 3 ohms, sending the sound into your tree, into the roots, into your tail. Inhale. And this is a very good example on how the trees are affected by environment and very interdependent. And of course the animals around will respond to the conditions of a tree. So when I sing, my dog sings. So come down into your child pose. We'll start in child pose today. Take the knees to the edge of the mat if you can, and put a bolster between the knees so it's close. And now you can use blocks under the bolster as well. And if it's really hard for your feet here, lying down like this, or your ankles, you can also have a block under your seat, so you come up a little higher. So there are ways to make this really comfortable for you. Things like this. That's also a possibility. And just a block beneath, or a blanket under your seat. Because I know some people, they have trouble with their ankles. So make it comfortable. We're going to lie here for a couple of minutes. And take a deep breath and sigh out loud. And think about your bolster. As a fallen tree, or as a huge branch sticking out from a tree, and you are a lazy jaguar with its limbs to both sides. And I know we've all seen that in movies, on TV, maybe even books, of a black cat lying with limbs flapping to both sides of a tree branch. You can even see the mouth and the tongue is hanging out. There is no fear. No fear of anything in the world, that anything can hurt it. And no fear of falling down. It trusts the tree and it trusts itself. I can just hang here forever and be safe. The earth element in Chinese medicine is about that peace state, where there's nothing to worry about at all, where you are connected to others, dependent on others, interdependent on others. Nothing to fear. You can lean your weight down. You can be as ugly as possible and you're still loved. The other cats really don't care how you look. The owl doesn't care how you look. The fly doesn't care how fat you are. Appearance is of absolute no issue thought at all. So collapse, release down, you are safe. You're slowly safe. And you are loved just as you are. And as you release down on your branch here, listen to your body talking, or floating, or streaming, or colors moving around. Or your heartbeat. The beautiful music that your body plays all the time. Deepen your breath. Come back to your breath. Start to move your fingers and hands. Feel the mat that you're lying on. Moving your arms. Moving your shoulders a little bit. Maybe find some movement in your neck and head. It is everywhere that really lazy black cat, that jaguar, waking up. You start to wake up. You start to yawn and move. Maybe even make sound. And you're very welcome to sound like a cat. Or any other animal that comes natural. Isis is looking at me. You get ready to come all the way up on all fours. And you move the bolster across the mat. You just get your knees under your hips. We're going to go to downward facing dog. So inhale here and exhale to downward facing dog and move your legs. Slowly. Slowly opening up the back of your legs. Take your time. If you can't stand on your hands or wrists, then come down on your underarms. Just stretch the legs. Now inhale, right foot up into the sky, and exhale, right foot outside, your hands outside the bolster. just tip a little bit here in the hips, going up and down. And then we're going to take the left knee down, use a blanket under the knee maybe. Keep moving the hips. Or a cushion under the knee can be nice. And then you take the bolster inside the right foot and you come up a little bit higher. I'm tugging my toes down because the movement on my knees is not very nice. And start to move in circles or side to side in your hips, up and down. And then you flip the right foot out 45 degrees. And you tip a little bit here. Flex the foot and you open up the yin side of the earth element in you, the yin line. From the big toe inside the foot, inside the ankle, calf, inside knee, inside groin, to the front of the liver, stomach, spleen, and collarbone. And you take the right hand on the thigh and push it gently out. Maybe you can push out a lot, maybe nobody. Some of you may not be able to push anything. And just stay here. Look over the shoulder. And some of you may want to come down on the elbows to do this. So the left hip melts down. And then take the right hand circle and grab the foot. Here you can use a belt. Open up the shoulder. Then exhale, heel to seat. Slow down your breath, relax your jaw and mouth, and release. And let the foot stay in 45 degrees or a little less. Come on your elbows, and I know some of you, maybe you need a little extra. So a block on top of the bolster. And you can take a block in front of the thigh, the left thigh, so it has something to arrive on. So much easier to relax. And use another block under the head so you can relax. And fall down. I'm going to time this. We're going to stay here 3 minutes. And put your toes a little bit in front. And your foot front a little bit there. Further to the front of
hip.
so heel underneath. Further to the front. And come up. If you can't see it. Yeah. And slowly deepen your breath. Oh, I'm feeling it just coming. And just come up just a little bit. Lifting up your bum and your hips just a little bit. And then you move the right foot on the edge of the mat. So it's 90 degrees now. And the foot is on the edge of your mat. Then you come down to the side. This is called a goddess pose. You flex the back foot, so you flex the left foot. And you use the bolster on, you roll it in so it's supporting. So you can kind of leave your side on it. And then you just melt into your hips here. Just hanging out here. And I know some of you are feeling a lot in your hips, yeah. No? Straighten out the foot. You feel it now? My boyfriend is here. And then if you don't feel anything, you can kind of push the leg away. Just flex the foot. And then hopefully you feel a lot. I can feel a lot here. Yes. It's kind of nice that he's here because it makes me remember how to help you guys in the screen. What you may need, right? Because, you know, my body's very different from yours. And I've been doing this for years and years, so I forget. And the shoulder here, you can just relax. What's important is the whole right pelvic half, right? You can really feel it in the groin. I can feel it in the groin and inside the hip socket here. It's also a very nice side stretch because it opens up the whole left side. And some of you might even feel the stretch on the outside of the left leg here. Just a couple of more breaths here. And getting ready to come out. Take your hands down and just somehow find your way out of it. You can use a couple of breaths to meet your joints and your hips. We are going to move into downward facing dog next, but do what's good for you right now. And you come into your downward dog when you're ready for it. Opening up the back side of your legs here, walking. Get what's pretty. Inhale, left foot up. And exhale, left foot to the outside of your left hand. So, and then come down in your hips and just move your hips a little bit up and down. And you can move the bolster on the inside of your foot. Just meet your psoas here at the front. So what we are stretching here is the yang meridian line. The front of the hip, the front of the thigh, the front of the knee, chin, big toe down, second toe down. And then you take the knee down and keep the movement going. A little bit up and down, around. asking the big muscles in your seat to relax. And then flip the front foot out 45 degrees, not more. 45 degrees, fine. And move here as you open up the hip. So now you open up the yin line, the earth line. And all the time in this practice, even though I'm not saying it, you can always, always inhale from the roots of your feet. All the juice and the nourishment. What type of liquid do you need from earth now? Or is it salt that you need? Is it water? Is it iron? What do you need to create flow here? Exhale, you can fill up your body, or use the exhale as I release what is not good for me. And circle. You can maybe take the hand on the inside of the thigh, push it out a little bit. Or maybe it's more than enough just to stay here. Some of you may want to come down on the elbow. Circle the left arm, grab the foot. And use a belt here if you can't grab the foot. Left hand to the foot. Open out the shoulder first and then exhale here to seat. Let your thigh muscle breathe. Relax your jaw. And release the foot. Again, you can use a cushion under the knee or a blanket. Maybe come up higher on blocks. I really find it easier to relax and open up my body if I have something in front of my right thigh. So my straight leg can arrive on something. It's so much easier for me to relax and open up. Use something under your head. And just make sure that your heel is under the knee or in front, just not behind. Relax your jaw, your mouth. Inhale what you need. Exhale, release the stuff that your panda tree doesn't need. Let it stream out your bark, your skin, go out through the tail so it can come back to earth, be reproduced down in earth like the worms are doing with the earth, right? The crappy dog shit is turning into grass. So you can easily let go of what you don't want in your body, because it will turn into grass and nourishment. By Mother Earth itself, she has produced bacteria just for that. And slowly I'm stuck. Find a way out. Using your hands. Come up a little bit. Oh. And then move that foot. Oh man. To the edge of the mat, 90 degrees. I'm gonna move soon so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just showing you from this side. So the bolster, it's helpful to roll it into your hip. And you can experiment with the bolster. And I'm moving around so you can see a little better what I'm doing. So the foot is on the edge of the mat in 90. And the right foot is straight and flexed. So it's an active, I find the side of the leg in an active way. And some of you can just hang out here and feel a lot. Some need to, most would come up a little higher and sit here. So here I don't feel anything. It's I'm too supported. So I need to figure out how deep I need to go in order to feel something in my hip or side or outside the leg. So here was a good spot for me. I could enter my hip joint. So everybody's different, and your sides are probably really different. Again, here, if you're not feeling anything, it's okay. You can also come down on the underarm. If you don't feel anything, you can kind of push gently the leg away. Just lock the foot into the floor. It's interesting how the sides are so different. Or at least that's interesting to me. Two more breaths here. And just take your time to move a little bit. Move your hips and your joints, whatever your body is asking to, please do this. If you listen Sometimes it's really helpful to just to close the eyes, to drop in. Oh man, what is it I need? Oh, there's an itch behind my left pelvic calf. How do I get to that? How do I rub myself from the inside? Ooh. How do I loosen up this knot? What movement is good? You really listen to what's in flow and what's not inside you. And the next position is downward facing dog. So just take your time, come into downward facing dog. There's no rush. And find your way. And we get ready to lie down. Lie down on your back, and you need your belt. My daughter's probably coming home from school. And you take the bolster beneath your knees here, and you want some of your blocks with you, close by. And now you take the belt or the dog leash or a normal belt. And we take the right foot first. Så take it under trædepuden and lead. Not the middle of the foot. Trædepuden, I don't know what's that called in English. What's that called? This here. It's called a treading pillow in English. So, and come down on your back here. And then extend, and that means that your belt, maybe you need to make the noose longer so you can stretch the leg up. And just take the fingers of your right hand. You don't need both your hands here, right? Just make the noose so long that your fingers can hang out there. So the only thing that's actually using strength are your fingers to just hold on, but the shoulder can be relaxed. And it's okay to bend the knee as long as you feel something behind the knee or in the hamstring or calf. Or what you want to do is ground down. Take the right pelvic half down into the floor. So it's not up, it's down, down, down. The left arm is just hanging out there to the side, relaxed, and you can take the palms up. We can all take a deep breath and sigh out loud. Now, even though your root, the roots of your feet, the foot chakras, are now up, there's a positive in having the roots up. There's a positive rewind situation, and it's like putting your system to zero when what is normally on the bottom comes up. It's like changing perspective, changing system, changing liquid, changing blood flow, changing what normally goes down in this pattern has to suddenly go the other way around. It's like blocking someone's pathway. You go one way to your work every day, one way, always that way. And then one day you can't go that way anymore. That route can't go that way. There's a huge fucking mountain or cliff just boom in the middle of the road. And you have to, wake up, think, how do I solve this? Where do I go now? I have to go to work. I have to get there. I have to go to this place. And you must think. So when you take your feet up, it has a little bit of the same effect. Whenever you take your head down, it has a little bit of the same effect. It's constructing, starting your systems anew again. That's why you are in downward facing dog so much. Blood to your brain. So when your feet chakras are up, enjoy that stream it produces into your leg. Because there's a certain feeling, right? Some of you are probably shaking. It's only good. Don't be scared. It's just fine. It's just your system. It has to do something else now than what it's used to support itself. It's nourishment in a different way. And there may be some struggle in the beginning, but that's okay. There's light in the end of the tunnel. Now, some of you, I know, if you don't have a dog to arrive on, I can just arrive on my dog here, because you will stay actually. But if you don't have a dog to arrive on as a soft pillow, you may want to find a block. So we're going to take the right leg to the side, open up the hip, and some of you can go straight to the floor here. Didn't want to be a pillow. Or you can have two blocks, one medium for instance and one tall, and arrive on that. And you straighten the leg out the best you can, and some of you may have bended knees, and that's totally fine. It doesn't mean that you're not opening up the hip. And you can adjust the belt now. So some of you need a longer belt, but some of you also need a shorter belt. Some of you don't need a belt at all. You just hold the foot and still relax. Then take the left arm opposite and look opposite so there's a spinal twist. Take your time to relax here. So right now you are opening out the yin meridian line of the right foot from the big toe, inner ankle, inner calf, inner knee, inner thigh, crutch, all the way up in front of your body, outside the breast, to the collarbone. This whole line is opening up. And there's also a flow in both your yang lines, flushing down. Inhale, nourishment. Exhale, release, relax. Inhale, nourishment. Exhale, let go of what doesn't serve your body. Relaxing your face and your jaw. And just release the foot, let go of the belt, and let the leg behave, react, respond as it wants. We're going into receiving bug. So take both your legs out, both your arms. Let your joints be soft. And now you need to be the koala bear, hanging upside down in a tree, sleeping. How is that possible? How is it possible? Full of trust. Sleeping heavily, upside down, hanging in a tree. No worries whatsoever. I trust myself, I trust my claws. I trust my body and my instinct of hanging here. I trust the animals around me, I trust the tree. So I can fall asleep here and let my tongue hang out. I'm safe. I am safe. I don't have a care in the world. Two more breaths. And now take the belt around the left foot. På trædepuden, ikke ind i. So the pillow that you're stepping on, the soft pillow, not the middle of your foot. Make sure that the bolster is under the right knee. And adjust the belt. Extend the leg the best you can, right arm to the side. And find a noose, the length of the noose, so your fingers can grab it, but you can relax the arm. And get the left pelvic half down into earth. Again, if your knee is bent, that's fine. Take a deep breath, sigh out loud. If that was good for you, you can do it one more time, a couple more times. Releasing your body down. Diving into the stream and movement in your container under your skin. Notice how it flows up and down. Just a couple of more breaths here before tipping to the side. Notice how it feels in the leg when it's been up for a while. What was the temperature in the toes? And then inhale, let the leg go to the side. Blocks under the legs. Maybe shorten the belt or lengthen the belt, or maybe you don't need it at all. Put block under your, and then get it up higher rather. So rather more to the side.
What, the whole leg?
Yes. Right arm to the side and look over the fingers so you have a spinal twist. Right now your whole yin meridian line is opening up. big toe, inner foot, inside of the ankle, inside of the calf, inside of the knee, inner thigh, crotch, front of your body, outside of your chest to the collarbone. This whole yin line is asking to become flexible, open, and in flow. And inhale, flow in the yin, exhale, flow in the yang. If you saw the other two videos, you can do that. Inhale, yin line, exhale, yang line. Otherwise, just inhale, yin line, and exhale, release. Ground down and release your trouble, your worries. You're safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. I can release. Notice what's happening. The more you relax, the more you surrender to gravity, the more you let your body open up, the heavier you let your body be, what's happening to the energies in you. Two more breaths here. Release the foot, and release the belt, and let your leg behave as it wants. The natural movement given. You can decide if you're ready for Savasana and you can take your leg on top of the bolster, or if you want another receiving bug. It's up to you whether you're ready for Savasana or you want 2 minutes in a receiving bug. Either if you're lying savasana or a receiving bug, being a koala that sleeps. Allow yourself to be that bear or that black cat. Either it's a big grizzly bear sleeping in its cave, tongue out. I'm sleeping for 4 months. Goodbye and peace out. I don't care about you or the world. Good night. How I'm nourishing myself now for 4 months, winter coming, is sleep. I let my tongue go. I let myself drool. Nobody cares if I smell. I myself think I smell wonderful. But I don't care how anybody else think I smell, and they really don't care about me. I sleep. I rest into earth. I rest into my cave. I lean into the tree. And I let go of all my worries. In fact, worries don't even exist. Trouble doesn't exist. I am safe, completely safe. And as you rest down, as you sleep, know that your tail is connected to all the other tails. And send the tail to your children, your loved ones, your family, your friends. So while you sleep, you are connected through your root system, through earth, through love and care. So sleep, sleep. I'm saying good night. or goodbye. Have a wonderful sleep, rest. I'll see you soon. Thank you for today. Namaste.